Hi guys, how's it going today? Today we have a viewer submission and they asked me if we could remove this warning sign from this photo. She actually texted this over to me last night and I took a really quick glimpse at it and I was like, hey, just clone stamp that out. You'll be fine. And I said, but if you have any trouble, just email it over to me and I'll work on it in the morning. I'll make you a video and all that. So I opened it up this morning and it's a little more than just the clone stamp. So I feel a little bit bad if she was like sitting in her house last night, like, why can't I clone stamp this out? And yes, you definitely could clone stamp this out, but I'm going to show you a little bit easier way. And I don't know if it would take longer or not, but to me, I would prefer to do it this way. So the very first thing that we are going to do is just replace the warning sign here that has the wood behind it with this piece of wood from down here. So that'll take care of that part. So we're just going to select a nice wide area. Timeout. I'm actually just going to select just the wood. We're just going to do, change my mind. Sorry guys. Nice wide area. There we go. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I hit the V key again to select my move tool, and I'm just going to drag this right up here. Kind of get it into place. And then E to erase at 100%. And I just want to refine this edge a little bit. We'll work on matching it up in just a second, but I just want to get rid of this extra that I picked. Make it small. I'm using my bracket keys to the right of the P to make my eraser brush bigger or smaller. There we go. All of this can go. All of this. Alrighty. I don't know if you can hear it, but Flash is behind me, like licking her paws. So if you hear that, that is what you hear. Hopefully you can't. There we go. Bring the flowers back in. The flowers are really nice. Everybody likes flowers. I'm going to reduce my opacity to about 30%. Just to kind of blend this a little bit more. It is white, like this is brown, that's white or whiter. So we're going to work on that later. It's not a big deal. So I want to hit Control T to transform and then right click skew and just bring this in just a little bit. I'm just bringing these top corners in. And do I want to bring this out? I'm kind of just looking. I think it's okay. Enter. E for erase. Again, my opacity is kind of low. I just want to blend this edge. The wood grain is not going to line up perfect. That's just a fact. That's how it is. Kind of like hair, wood grains, not the easiest to line up. And in the end, when you're like way zoomed out, it doesn't even matter. We're going to darken that a little bit later, but we're not going to worry about it for now. So I'm going to do my before. After, hit E to erase 100%. I'm just I use my before and after. I'm turning this layer on and off just because I want to see if there's like anything I put in there that is a big mistake. Maybe this black right here. Yeah. And maybe this right here. Maybe. I don't know. There's Flashy. Okay. F8 to flatten. So now we have that done. The next thing I want to do is basically, I'm going to make a layer out of everything that's not the sign because we're going to slide in. I'll show you. So we're just going to select the sign. There we go. I'm using my marquee tool or my magic wand. I'm selecting that and just highlighting this area. Picking this down here. We'll go back in and refine it. And I did flatten this because otherwise it's going to be trying to select the whole sign and things like that, and we don't want that. So there we go. Y'all, Flash is super loud this morning. She's like, let me see how loud I can drink this water downstairs. That's okay. She's old. There we go. She probably just wants me to stop talking. She's like, I'm trying to sleep, Mom. I'm just toggling back and forth between my plus and minus. It's having a hard time discerning the edges, which is okay. We can always go back in and refine it, but it's easier if you get your selection really good. We got some mess here. I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay, guys. All right, so we've selected the sign. So now I just want to select everything but the sign. Control-Shift-I is going to select the inverse. So the opposite of what you selected. And I'm going to say Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. So now down here on my layers, if I hit V to move, we can see, you see like this little hole, we have everything but the sign. So I'm going to put that back. And now what I want to do is basically slide in some similar background from over here to under there. So I'm going to go to my background. I'm going to select just a nice wide area. Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. It makes a new layer. I'm going to drag that layer up top for just a second. Hit the V key again and drag it over here. And then I'm going to put my layer 1, which is my everything but the sign, on top of it. So already it's a little bit better, but let's refine this. So we're going to zoom in. I can hit my V key to move this around as needed. I'm kind of like looking at this fence up here. So that's nice. And then we're going to work on this and make it a more natural color. Maybe if I hit Control T, we could stretch it just a little bit. Maybe bring it up, down. I think that's okay. Hit enter. So the first thing I want to do is just clean up this. This was from our selection. So layer 1, E to erase. And let's just go in and clean this junk up. I hit Control Z there. And we might use like a color replacement tool to kind of work on that black lettering here. We're going to go right in here. Nope. Control Z. Control Z. Sometimes I test something. Like I'm like, oh, should I erase this? Oh, no, I shouldn't. And then I just hit Control Z. My left hand is in that space. And then I'm using my thumb. I almost said my right thumb on my left hand. I'm using my thumb on my left hand so I can press the space bar and drag this around quickly. So using two hands while you Photoshop is important. And it's going to increase your productivity a lot. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's hit E to erase. What is that? I'm kind of am digging that. I don't know what this thing is, but I wish it wasn't there. So we're just going to like blend it out for now. I'm going back. E to erase. Let's just like real carefully right along here. So I'm erasing that, basically everything but the sign layer. We can even rename this if we wanted to. There we go. Everything but the sign. There you go. So now you can see what I'm working on. E to erase. We have this hard line here. I don't know what that is. This is a little tricky because we have this red back here. I might actually go to my background. Well, we'll work on it in a second. Back to E to erase. Let's see what this is. Oh. That might work. So we just kind of changed the whole bottom color here to that, but that's okay. That's fine. That looks okay. Let's work on this. E to erase. What if we just... So I want to be really careful in here that I'm not messing up this hoop, but we can just zoom in and change it to this. And while I'm in here, I can clean some of this up. That's nice. There we go. I like this line here. So let's see what we can do to kind of preserve some of that. I think it's a nice horizon line. I hit Control Z there because I got something I didn't want. See that hard line? Like I don't want that hard line right there. Control Z. There we go. I made it just barely, just feathered it. Soften this. Oh, this. Let's see what happens if we erase that. That's no good. So I really prefer this color here over that. We'll come back to it. I feel so bad. I was like, just clone stamp it out. And it's a lot more than that. That's okay though. Layer 2, layer 1. Ooh, that's nice. I'm looking up here. I think we'll end up blending that. What the heck is this? This is no good, guys. Like, what is this thing? I'm going to go to my background, my clone stamp. Nope. Sorry, I'm going to go to my everything but the sign layer. See if we can just get rid of this. What is it? It's probably some really important thing that has to be in the photograph. And I'm just like, gotta go. What the heck? I'm like off on a tangent now on this. I'm going to increase my opacity to 100% and just absolutely wipe this out. All right, almost gone, whatever the heck it was. There we go. I feel better now. It was looking real silly for a minute. And I'm still using my clone stamp just to kind of fill in this space. Let's see how that looks. I'm okay with this. Whatever the heck that was, it's gone now. No one's ever going to notice that up there. That is dandy. I feel way better, way more excited. Okay, so we need to fix this hard edge, and we need to fix this, what's going on over here. Let's do like a little before and after. I'm okay with it. F8, flatten. So we've flattened it. So now I just want to S the clone stamp, and I just sort of want to blend, Control Z. I just want to blend this line out. We're going to leave some ambiguity in there. Maybe some extra flower. Maybe take that out. There we go. That's good. Perfecto. Maybe take some of this and put it there. There we go. Trees growing wherever we want. If you make a mistake, just add a tree. All right. So then I like this horizon line. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but we'll call it that. So I'm just clicking and just adding a little bit more. And then I like, so there's like a tree branch here. We don't need that. Let's see if we can, and my clone stamp's at 59%. I'm just kind of trying to bury it a little bit without creating repeating patterns. When I tried this before, I actually made the video. That was an issue in this area. So now I'm going to take my eyedropper tool, select this, and I use the I key to grab that. I'm going to go to my brush right here, right click, color replacement tool, and let's just, yeah, I don't know, let's see, okay-ish. I'm going to go to my history state and select this history brush and just sort of blend that a little bit more. And then maybe just a healing brush, keyboard shortcut J. Let's just like, oops, Control Z. Go to your spot healing brush and let's just kind of blur all that. Okay. Clone stamp. Now I'm just going to very specifically remove. I really just want to keep this thing going. It's nice back there, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. No. I'm using my clone stamp. We're at 59%. Just want to clean this up, this whole area. A lot of detail work. If you're having, some people forget to zoom in. So do it. Zoom in. Get really close so you can see what the heck you're doing. It's okay. I'm going to grab my blur tool. Blur that up a bit. Zoom back out. So we're good. It's like the very edge of the photograph. Is it perfect? Probably not. Is it good? Yeah, it'll work. So I want to clean up, I don't know what they stapled on here. I'm going to clean up those things with my heel brush tool. And I'm good with that. I'm good with this. Clone stamp, right click, or control click. There we go. And then I'm just going to grab my burn tool right here. Burn, the little hand, and just help that out a little. Maybe I for eyedropper. Right click. Here we go. Color replacement tool. Ooh. I do like. I feel like that's better. It's not so bright, but we're going to go click a history state right here. Grab our history brush, 23%, and just blend that a little bit more. And boom goes the dynamite. We did it, guys. Okay, so that took a minute. That was a little more than just a clone stamp. So here's our before. Here's our after. There we go. Absolutely adorable picture. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that fun stuff. Am I supposed to say smash that notification bell? Is that right? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.